Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Oh, fighting off the defender. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So 8 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 1 now. Mahomes now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. A pass complete downfield is Valdez-Scantling. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 6-0 our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Hardman. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Mahomes going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's not that pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
In motion right, that's Hardman. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. On first down, Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Hurts to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So that was a passing game to drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This one shows his versatility.
Elliott good with a PAT, and this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will.
And now it looks like they're going to be in a hurry up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's brought down. That will signal in the timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Here's Swift. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott did the extra point. And that's a 9-point game. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's what he caught downfield by Brown. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Swift going to try up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, here's Swift. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. Swift again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. Touchdown, Eagles. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pull...
And it'll be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. Eagles defense gets up.
Stand up. For the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby. baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna look me, I have to tell her it's not that. It's not do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set page. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Drips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below. Presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Yeah. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you, I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going, and we are underway from Kansas City. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 75 yards. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That's absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spend a whole week scheming, a whole week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Allen. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Gerald Sneed.
25-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mahomes going to change things up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Mahomes now to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great player. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now they'll shift things around. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Steps away. Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mahomes now on first down. Open man right side is Rice. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 48 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points. Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down. So the false start will back them up 5. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Diggs going in motion right. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
3rd and 9 here. Here's Allen. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now Allen going to change it up. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Got around his feet and incomplete.
They look like they marched to the end zone and hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to make a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Eluding the press. Allen hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football. And we're settled short at the 43-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion left is Davis. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now here's Mahomes. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That'll be caught by Rice. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
In motion right is Davis. On first down, Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just like an absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Allen going to change this at the line. And now they'll throw with Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Cook going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, it's well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a trade from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game. He's got to deal with third and dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2 yards on the pickup.
Mahomes now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
McKinnon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jarek McKinnon. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the whole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They start the drive with Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Sight that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Found a little room there as he's out to... Seven. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Pickett back to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had that down before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. Flushed out right. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards and a first.
First down, Steelers.
A handoff for Warren. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Pickett. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On the give, it's Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on third.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Warren. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
That is caught at the 7. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
26 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes our score 17-0.
Chiefs, nothing. First Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
In motion right, that's Hardman.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's